locally, keeping you informed through it all.
Tell us what we need to know here.
We're live. Now, Austin's most iconic duo, Todd and Don.
He didn't kill himself. He was killed. Yeah, Epstein evidence points to homicide over suicide, Dr. Baden says after an autopsy investigation. Yeah, the forensic pathologist, Dr. Michael Baden, he exclusively reveals the findings from his investigation into the Jeffrey Epstein autopsy. He was on Fox earlier this morning. The body of the disgraced money man, sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, who was found in that Manhattan federal prison cell back in August, bore telltale signs of homicide, despite an official ruling that he killed himself. That's according to this pioneering forensic pathologist. He was on Fox earlier this morning. Yeah, this bombshell claim by Dr. Michael Baden, the former New York City medical examiner, who has worked on many high-profile cases during a 5-decade career. He is certain, and this is going to reignite some suspicions that surfaced immediately after Epstein's death, who was awaiting trial for a federal sex trafficking charges involving several underage girls, discovered dead in his jail cell, and apparently hung himself with Kleenex.
Which, can happen easily.
Now, Baden, who was hired by Epstein's brother and observed the autopsy, told Fox News its findings are more consistent with homicidal strangulation than a suicidal hanging. He noted that the 66-year-old Epstein had 2 fractures on the left and right side of his larynx, specifically the thyroid cartilage or Adam's apple, as well as 1 fracture to the left of some bone just to the left of his Adam's apple, according to the pathologist. Those 3 fractures are extremely unusual in suicide hangings and could occur much more commonly in homicidal strangulation. That's what the forensic pathologist said.
I mean, there are just too many reasons to point to why he would have been killed. Obviously, if there had been a trial, the amount of exposing other people was probably going to be massive. I think there are a lot of people that it was in their best interest for him to be dead.
Yeah.
And it's just, you cannot ignore it.
Now, while there's not enough information to be conclusive just yet, the 3 fractures, they're rare. That's what Baden says. Now, who's probed the cases involving O.J. Simpson, JFK, Martin Luther King, Phil Spector, the New England Patriots star, Aaron Hernandez, many others. He says, I've not seen in 50 years where that occurred in a suicidal hanging. There you go. He's never seen that before. In his 50-plus years of doing this kind of work. He has examined more than 20,000 bodies, hosted HBO's Autopsy, and explained that if a person weighed 120 pounds and their head weighed 10 pounds, that there would be 110 pounds of pressure on the neck at the jaw during a hanging. But if someone put their hand around a person's neck and squeezed, that could double, even triple the pressure on the neck. That's what Baden says.
Yeah, he wasn't a big guy, and it's just a classic scenario of somebody that obviously knows where the bodies are buried, if you will. And there are too many reasons. You can't explain it's something you can't explain away, really, him being killed, that scenario. You really can't. You can't tear that apart.
He had
too many good reasons.
He had every reason to take his own life, right?
That I could understand as well.
He had tried it before. That's why he was on suicide watch for 2 weeks. Then they took him off of suicide watch, which is very peculiar. Nobody's ever taken off suicide watch after just 2 weeks. Oh, you're okay. No big deal. Okay, go back to your cell.
Well,
nobody's taken off. Here's a theory. There's several theories. Someone went in and killed him, or maybe a guard. The guards are gone. Nobody's even talking about the 2 guards who were supposed to be watching him. You're a guard making $60,000 a year. You're watching this known pedophile that nobody is going to miss.
Right.
And Jeffrey says, "Hey, I can get you a duffel bag, $1 million. Please kill me."
Or
that would be very tempting.
Or
to a guard that makes $50,000-$60,000 a year.
Yeah, or if these guards were incentivized somehow just to, just
unplug the TVs,
let them do it.
Take a nap, walk away.
This guy's going to kill himself at the drop of a hat. Just look the other way.
Yeah. All right. Jump in here at 512-836-0590. The Attorney General said he was going to get to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
There you go.
And I really think it is something that needs to be opened up.